Most warmly welcome to this press conference of Finnish Prime Minister and Commissioner Barnier. We start with short statements. Prime Minister Sipilä, please.
Thank you, dear colleague Michel. It was a great pleasure to have you here in Helsinki. I think that this is your third time already in the Brexit process you are in Helsinki. Your job has not been easy, but you have done it very well. In our meeting, of course, we concentrated in Brexit negotiations. I repeat our full support to Michel's work. Guidelines are clear and balanced. Unity of EU 27 have been important for whole process. I think that we both can agree that we have been able to keep our strong unity during these negotiations. Last week I met Prime Minister May and in the morning my Irish colleague and President Tusk. After those negotiations, I must say that I feel more positive about the chance to have solutions before the end of this year. I really hope that we can find a solution, but it's now again it's up to UK when we can find a solution. What comes to our national priorities, those have been taken quite well on board. Now I give floor to Michel. You know all the details, and you can open more about the situation in our negotiations.
Good afternoon to all of you, and it's a very great pleasure to be back in Finland for the third time during this mission of negotiator, but the second time this year.
Yes.
And to meet the Prime Minister Sipilä again. Thank you, Prime Minister, very much for the most informative meeting and also for your trust, your personal trust and the trust of your team and your government. My visits to the Member States are very, very important and useful to me and to my team. I was yesterday in Slovakia, today in Finland, and I will continue to visit each and every Member States, meeting the government, the parliament, business community, the trade unions, and to answer and to listen. And I am very grateful for having this opportunity today to meet with the President Minister, but also the government, Prime Minister, the Minister Orpo and Tero, and also the parliamentarians with the Grand Committee. Brexit is, after all, ladies and gentlemen, a lose-lose situation. There is no added value to the Brexit. It is a negative negotiation. So there is so many consequences, human and social, first of all, but also economic and financial, technical and legal consequences that we have to listen, to explain, to understand also the national concerns, the specific concerns, and also to be prepared to each and every option. Let me briefly recall where we stand right now. We have engaged in intensive negotiations with the UK to try to finalize the withdrawal agreement. This is a withdrawal agreement. And what is in green has been already agreed with the Brits, in particular for the security of the right of the citizens, the financial settlement, and also the period of transition, among all the many other issues. We have so to try to finalize the withdrawal agreement and the political declaration on the framework of the future relationship. As discussed right now with the Prime Minister Sipilä, the guidelines are received from the 27 leaders in March this year are still 100% up to date. And it's the same for the resolutions of the European Parliament. And our positions have not changed. To reach a deal, we need an all-weather backstop, an all-weather insurance for Ireland and Northern Ireland. We have said it many times before, and I am happy to repeat it again. Without this backstop, there will be no deal. It is as simple as that. If we agree on the terms of the backstop with the UK and finalise all other aspects of the withdrawal agreement and the political declaration, I will recommend to the President Donald Tusk and to the 27 leaders that this decisive progress has been made. And if the European Council accepts the deal, it will be then need to be ratified by both sides, the European Parliament, the Council and the British side, before the end of March next year. But to be frank, we are not yet. The clock is still ticking, and choice need to be now made at the UK side in particular. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you very much, and then we have time for a few questions. We start with Reuters, please.
Philip Blenkinsop of Reuters.
Sorry.
Could you say whether it is possible within the next week to reach a deal, and if not, what are the consequences of that? I'm particularly interested in your answer to the first bit.
Is a deal possible before next week? As I just said, the clock is ticking. I will not give you a date. I cannot give you a date. There are still important issues outstanding, and to be clear and to be frank, it is my responsibility to say that the quality, the sustainability, the credibility for Ireland and Northern Ireland is a priority. This is the quality, the credibility and the sustainability of the agreement is a priority. So we have more work to do, and I am determined. I am determined. That is my answer.
And then I have promised to take one question in Finnish for the Finnish news agency, please. That's for our Prime Minister.
I can try to answer.
Kysymys koskee siis sote-asioita ja haluaisimme kommenttia siihen, että miten näette tämän aikataulun. Onko maakuntavaalit keväällä, saadaanko sote-pakettiin keväällä? Ja toinen kysymys olisi liittyen tähän sote-valiokunnan oppositiosta tulleeseen viestiin, että tässä olisi ollut voimakasta poliittista ohjausta tässä valmistelussa. Miten vastaatte siihen?
Niin, hallituksen esityshän on sitä poliittista ohjausta ja eduskunta käsittelee hallituksen esityksen ja nyt on tosiaan yksi iso vaihe takana, eli valiokunnasta sitten mietintö lähtee perustuslakivaliokuntaan ja perustuslakivaliokunta käsittelee sen ajallaan ja sitten se palaa takaisin valiokuntaan ja sieltä saliin. Ja kyllä tämä on nyt kokonaan eduskunnan käsissä, että kyllä mä olen tämän murheen pudottanut omilta hartioiltani jo aikaa sitten ja antaa eduskunnan nyt tehdä töitä ja sitten lopuksi äänestää rätkäytetään ja sitten se, milloin se päivä on, milloin äänestää rätkäytetään, niin sen mukaan sitten määräytyy myöskin se vaalien päivä, mutta kyllä nyt on toiset murheet niin kuin mielen päällä, jos niitä enää jäljellä onkaan.
Hyvä. Okay, thank you very much for everyone. Thank you.